Black people are not Africans. Black people are not Africans. How many times do I need to sound it to your ears? How many times do I need to do the breakdown analysis for you to understand that every black person you're seeing is not African? Is it only Africans that is supposed to have people of my color? Is it only Africans that is supposed to speak the way I speak? Is it only Africans that every single person that is black should be African? This lady digested it again for us. And I'm so excited to share it together because I wonder why people will just keep arguing unnecessarily. When people are still trying to tell you that this is the roots where we came from, this is where we are, you can't change it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. If this is the first time you're tuning in, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's dive right into this video. This is just for educational purposes. Credit belongs to the owner of every clips and stitches are going to be seen in today's episode. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Thank you so much for coming back to always watch my videos. I do not take you guys for granted. Thank you so much to those ones, especially for always encouraging me and telling me, sis, you are doing well. Keep doing the work. Keep bringing this type of videos. I really do appreciate you guys. All of you, mwah. Let's get right into it.
Probably gonna ruffle some feathers, but black people are not African, meaning that the descendants of the enslaved peoples of the Americas are not descendants of Africans. Also, black people are the Aboriginal people of the Americas, meaning the descendants of the enslaved people of the Americas are the descendants of Black Indians. And finally, black people are the original Jews, meaning descendants of the enslaved people of the Americas are descendants of the Egyptian slaves who were Hebrews. And I know somebody's gonna say, but black people can't be everything. I beg to differ. Nobody's ever told you that multiple things can be true at the same time. Go do your research. We did not all come from Africa. We all came from melanated people who were Africans, Europeans, Australians, Asians. Science states that at one point there was Pangea, right? And all of the countries that were named by white people and given their titles by white people, but that's another story for a different video, were at one point one landmass, right? That doesn't mean that Africa was the only geographical space. It just means that all of the land masses were one landmass, but Africa was still there. Europe was still there. North America, South America were still there. Asia was still there. Australia was still there. Antarctica was still there. You see what I'm getting at? These land masses still existed. Recognize that this may be a hard concept for people to grasp because we have been brainwashed for so long, and because our history is not told by the people that look like us, but melanated people were everywhere, on every continent, meaning it is incorrect to say that everybody descended from Africa. That's not true. It is imperative that melanated people reject what the white man has told you about you and about us. It is necessary. If you don't begin to reject what they have taught you and about us, you are not enduring a spiritual awakening. You are not awake. So let's start there. And when I say reject what the white man has taught you about us, I mean everything. Reject his story. That means you have to reject his science and you have to reject his religion. Shit, if it was up to me, I'm rejecting the math too. Ain't nothing factual based. Everything is a lie. That is my foundation. That is where I'm starting. First and foremost, black is a misnomer. Black means Blake. Blake means white. White means pale. Do you look pale? I don't think so. You are not black. Second point, you're not African. The landmass that they now call Africa was named by two white Romans, not by nobody melanated. The original name, the indigenous name to that landmass is Akebulan. You are not African. That's what the white man called you. He stripped you of his name. He named you something else. Call me by my name. And what is my name? I'm an Aboriginal. I am indigenous to this land. We have been here forever. Y'all want to make me believe the white man's science? You mean to tell me that we evolved from monkeys in Africa and through evolution we were able to walk and migrate to the four corners of the earth? I smell bullshit. And now that we've gotten those points all down, that we are not black nor are we African, we, being the melanated, carbonated, nine-ether beings, are just that. Don't let them steal your name from you. They know our name. We just don't know our name. And now to my final point, I want to make a distinction about the melanated carbonated beings. They have a tendency to group us all together, to make us believe that we are a monolithic people, that we all look the same, talk the same, dress the same, our languages are the same. That is a lie. We are tribal people. We are indigenous people. We are Aboriginal people. We have distinct differences. And to my brothers and sisters who are the ancestors of the enslaved people of the Americas, you are Indian. The Indians that you see today, they're not Indians, they are Native Americans. They are $5 Indians. There was a deliberate attempt by the American government to strip you of your name so that you would never come and take ownership of your land and your resources, which they have stolen from you. Which brings me to the point of us being the descendants of the original Jews or the Egyptian slaves. People are saying, well, how can you not be African as an African American, but you're descendants of the Egyptian slaves? Well, it's because America is ancient Egypt. We'll save that for another video. If the people that we now call African Americans are the true Aboriginal people of the Americas, then who are the people that we call Native Americans? The $5 Indians. 1887, Congressman Henry Dawes of Massachusetts sponsored a landmark piece of legislation called the Dawes Severalty Act. What it did was allowed non-Native people to falsely claim Native status by paying $5, which gave them access to land and resources meant for real tribes people. However, it is important to note that before 1887 and the deliberate removal, destruction, and obliteration of all records that prove that the Aboriginal people of the Americas were Negro, the Webster Dictionary of 1828 described an American as follows: a native of America, originally applied to Aboriginals or the copper-colored races, found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. It is no secret that the enslaved people of the Americas had a name and a title for their slave owners. Do you know what it is? We were always made to believe that massa was a natural black dialect translation of master, but that ain't true. Nah, in fact, massa is a Hebrew word meaning burden or load. In religious or biblical context, it can also mean oracle or prophecy. Are you starting to connect the dots?
Are all black people from Africas?
Not all black people are from Africa. Black people can be found all over the world. For instance, there are large black communities in the Americas, the Caribbean, Europe, and other regions due to historical migrations, the transatlantic slave trade, and more. So there's a lot of diversity in the black diaspora.
So it simply means all black people can literally not come from Africa, including black Americans, right?
Exactly, that's correct. Black Americans, for instance, have ancestral roots that trace back to Africa, but they themselves are native to the Americas. Similarly, black communities in places like the Caribbean, Europe, and elsewhere have their own unique histories and cultural backgrounds. It's definitely a diverse and rich diaspora.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you ever...
I think we don't need to be arguing this, especially my African people. That's the people I need to talk to in this video. And I hope they're going to be clicking this video to watch this video, because one of the major challenges that we have in doing this argument back and forth, despite the fact that this lady has been trying her possible best, if you still go to our comment section, you will see some African diaspora still telling you that Why will you even say that? Why will you even say this? Why will you even say, why are you saying that? Some people will even go to the point of stitching her videos, telling her that what she's actually saying, they're absolutely not correct. Now, what I understand about this particular video is this lady is not actually saying that Black Americans do not have roots in Africa. She's trying to explain deep that, yes, some persons might be rooted from Africa, but it is not just Africa. All Black people are not from Africa. All Black people are from different parts of the world. The Caribbeans, the European, like different parts of the world. But it just takes some persons to understand where she's actually coming from. And it takes some persons to understand where she is not coming from. But as far as I'm concerned, I do not believe in that fallacy that all Black people are from Africa. I don't take that, because if you even check some of those Black people, some of them, their skins are different. Like, we might be looking like the same melanated people, right? But at the end of the day, you tend to find out that there is a difference somewhere. Do you get? So I'm not arguing that. And I just hope a lot of people will be able to see this video to be able to know exactly where to curtail what to say at a certain period of time. Because when they bring out all of this argument of Black people are from Africa, they are coming from Africa, Americans, they now even went to the point of start calling them African Black Americans. If not known that African Black Americans are now coming out to be like, we are not African Black Americans. Do not call us that. We are foundational Black Americans. How do you just tag all of us African Black Americans, knowing fully well that all of us might not be rooted from Africa? I think that is what, I'm not trying to get more insight. That is what foundational Black Americans are trying to pass out. They're not denying the fact that some of them can actually come from Africans, right? But they are letting us know that, yes, there might be some people that are rooted in Africa, but it doesn't mean that all of us are coming directly from Africa. We also have different places that some of us are coming from. So instead of saying Black Americans, instead of saying African Americans, it's better we put it as foundational Black Americans. And of which is sweet, and of which is good, and of which is simple to understand. But some people will still not understand this. Some people will still be tagging it and saying, oh, you people are denying your roots, you're denying your origin, you're denying your... Why wouldn't they deny it? Where every single thing that the palm-colored people have been able to say, literally 70% or 80% or 90 to even 99% are lies. Why wouldn't they deny it where things that is supposed to stand as the history end and root out some of the things for them to understand have been moved away? They've been taken from the libraries, they've been burnt down, they've been erased. Why wouldn't they have this argument where they don't have a direct trace to where they are coming from? Okay, just imagine me coming out now as a foundational Black American saying, oh, I am African Black Americans. And at the end of the day, I went and do my DNA, do my search up, and I found out that I am Indian American. So what do you think? There is no part of the world, as far as I'm concerned, that do not have Black people. We've done research, we've done several videos about that. We've seen it. The research has proved it. ChatGPT has confirmed it too. There is no place that do not have a foundation of Black person. So it simply means these people can be enslaved from different parts of the world, different continents. And it is okay for them to be tagged as foundational Black Americans, because yes, who would like to suffer and at the end of the day not enjoy the fruit of his labor and it's just been taken away from him just because they want to be tagging him African Black American? Like, how does that even sound, right? Anyways, but it's good that some Black Americans are not even having issue when you call them African Black Americans. I've seen different videos about that where they will tell you they literally do not have any issue. If you like, call them African Black Americans or call them anything. It is not their business. Their own is, yes, you might call me African Black Americans or anything you want to call me, but I know that my roots is in America. I know that I am the indigenous people of America. I know that my people were enslaved, my people were punished, my people were looted down to American. And at the end of the day, we meal with our life. I just pray that these palm colored people will be able to leave a lot of information so that people can actually access it. And if you're watching this video, please share this video to someone that knows somebody, okay? And do what to actually help me support her TikTok account. She is really doing a great job. Maybe if you follow her, you're going to be seeing more of this history unfolding as well. So yeah, try your possible best as well to also teach your children. I keep saying it. Teach your children where you are from as a foundational Black American, it will actually go a long way for them. If schools are not doing the job that they are meant to do for them because of one reason or the other, teach them, because I am seeing the future of ChatGPT that very soon ChatGPT might even be erased. ChatGPT might even be giving a code that when they ask you this question, you dare not answer it like this, change it like this. I've seen that future coming, but anyway, till then, we keep our fingers crossed and see what God have in stock for us and for foundational Black Americans. Let me know what you think about this particular video in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do what, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. Credit belongs to original creator of every clips and stitches we stitch in our today's episode. Like I said, educational purpose. And with no further ado, like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Do not touch the die. Come back for more. I love you guys. Mwah.